What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Monday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. Feeling like a bit of a floaty head here in black space. I'm back in the car, going our way to work. It's dark today, it's quite early, so looking like a little floaty head. Anyway, I want to talk about the SEC apparently saying XRP investors could trigger an avalanche of claims and confusion in the case against Ripple. Now, I've not read this. This might well turn into a bit of a rant, because as far as I am concerned, the only thing that's introduced claims and confusion against Ripple are the SEC themselves. So let's have a little read. The US Securities and Exchange Commission is voicing opposition against allowing XRP holders to intervene in its lawsuit against Ripple. In a letter to the US District Judge Analisa Torres of South District, New York, the SEC reasons that if the court grants the motion, other XRP holders, including large class investors who have already sued Ripple in the past, will likely want to join as investors in the case. Intervenors in the case, sorry. If the court permitted them to intervene, it would be logic bound to allow all investors and interested members of the public with differing viewpoints to intervene in the underlying actions, creating an avalanche of claims and near certainty of undue delay, complexity and confusion. The scale of intervention would cause incalculable confusion, add unimaginable complexity, and bring its court's review and administration of the underlying actions to a halt. What the fuck are they even talking about, mate? The SEC's harmed investors and they're churning shit like this out to try and protect themselves for something. I don't know, because legitimately they are the ones that are hurting investors here. They're the ones that tanked the price. They're the ones that ran it through the mud, and they're the ones that are still doing that and now introducing more uncertainty and ridiculous terminology. Lawyer John Deaton earlier filed a motion to intervene on behalf of 10,000 other XRP holders in the SEC proceeding against the San Francisco-based blockchain firm, in which the regulatory agency accuses Ripple of unlawfully selling securities in the form of XRP. Ripple, on the other hand, says that XRP holders should participate in the litigation. In its letter to Judge Torres, the startup cites the need to clarify the ambiguities in the SEC's complaint. The SEC's amended complaint fails to explain whether the SEC has alleged and will seek to establish in this litigation that XRP is in an investment contract per se, and thus a security per se, or instead that defendants, the sales of XRP resulted in an investment contract based on the circumstances of those sales. That's like the terminology earlier, innit? Where they've sold securities in the form of XRP. What do you mean they've sold a security in the form of XRP? You're saying XRP is a security, or they've sold a security in the form of, like, what? Again, ridiculous terminology. The defendants agree that intervenors should be permitted to proceed with their motion. I mean, it's getting beyond a joke for me. And I'm just waiting for the day where it's like, it's over and the relisting starts. The relisting of it starts, mate, then. Because it's too easy for them to just throw an article out like that that's got loads of terminology that the general public ain't going to understand. Guys, I need people to truly understand how early we are still. People laugh at me and was laughing at me when I was saying 2023 to 2025 for massive gains that most people are talking about. And everyone's laughing. 2025. Mate. we're in spring now. We're in spring 2021. It is moving. Don't get me wrong, but we are still ridiculously early. Look at the NFT situation. It's proper early. Like ridiculously early. Got Cardano is having has got big things happening this week, mate. Big things going, as far as I'm aware, they're going fully decentralized this week, aren't they? Let me just search this now. ADA. Cardano to reach full decentralization on March 31st. Exciting times, man. Exciting times. I think most of you who watch now know that I'm looking at Cardano for an Ether alternative until someone builds something on XRP. And I honestly don't think Flare's necessarily the solution. Flare's going to allow asset swaps and create a bridge from XRP to Ethereum and to other wrapped assets. But regarding the NFT stuff and all that, it's still there to be seen in it. I mean, people don't just want to be able to go to a platform and build NFTs. They want to be able to build worlds and games and assets within them worlds and games, movies, interactive movies, animations, cartoons, you name it. Creators are going to want to create it with blockchain-based assets inside it. And more platforms that come out that allow that kind of stuff for the general public to start learning. Not talking about some guy who's been uni for 5-10 years and shit on Adobe, Blender, and the rest of it, Unity and Unreal. No, we're talking about someone who can just pick it up and be like, look, I want to play, I want to make a game with my child. Cardano may be the solution, XRP may be the solution, Codis may be the solution, Flare may be the solution, Wax. Who knows what your solution is? You have to do your own research and find out what's right and what is best for you. That's all one can really do. Let's have a little ganders at this. Let's have a look. Daedalus. So go to the roadmap. This week, the team added support for Trezor passphrase usage and made some catalyst-related UI UX improvements to the registration process. They also implemented a range of new features, including a display of the reward address, a state pool filtering option, and improved performance of the state pool list rendering. I mean, they got all the updates there. And I literally just want to find out about the decentralized. If I was on the desktop now, we can go on the Daedalus wallet and see how decentralized it actually is. Cardano to reach full decentralization on March 31st. Cardano's community network of over 1,800 pools will be responsible for 100% of the block production. Less than a year after launching its IOHK-owned network of federated nodes, Cardano is on schedule to reach full decentralization at the end of March 2021. At that point, the already established network of over 1,800 community pools will be responsible for producing all new blocks. Cardano goes for full decentralization. With the approaching so-called D-Day, IOHK, the company behind the popular blockchain project Cardano, published a post highlighting the latest milestone in its development. Cardano was on track to get out of the realm of centralization in less than a month. The post explains that upon the release of Shelley Update in July 2020, the developers built the network in a way that every block was produced by IOHK's network of federated nodes. This caused some confusion within the cryptocurrency community, as such an approach was the offences of decentralization. However, the statement justified this somewhat controversial decision with enhanced security, a wise approach for the near term while the state pool operator network got up and running. Thus, the community received a more significant role in block production over time, which led to the current situation. Only 12% of blocks are produced by federated nodes. The number will continue to gradually decrease until it reaches zero, also known as D-Day, March 31st. Very, very interesting. So, while Ripple play with their dicks, fucking about with the SEC and this and that, everyone else is just building. And I said to Chris just like the other day, he's like, fucking XRP just seems fucking gash. This shit. I'm like, it's underwhelmed. It's like, it's not shit. If you think about what Vitsvin did for payments in Zum, imagine we didn't have Zum, we'd also be using ledgers and shit. I mean, Zum's a godsend, mate. But we had a developer like Vitsvin building on XRPL for any. I know he's done a little bit of NFTs commit and that, and he's done a proposal. But if we had someone legitimately putting all the time into games and NFTs on XRPL, maybe it'd move along. Maybe if Forte came out and showed us more of what they're doing, it'd move. It'd look great. We'd all be like, fucking hell, no way is that coming out at the end of summer. But we don't get told shit on a Ripple side, so it's hard to keep supporting it with no new information. You just gotta say, go and do your own research and choose your own assets, diversify, and make sure you've covered your bases. Do you know what I mean? It is more important to get happy regardless of how much you're worth, guys. Seriously, the money actually doesn't matter in the end. Once you're financially secure, you know what that means? Financially secure. I was talking to this about June the other day. So £1 million, £1 million is 50k a year for 20 years, then it's gone. Yeah. So 100 grand a year, it's lasting a decade, mate, and it's gone. So if you think you're gonna live the rest of your life on £1 million, you might want to recalculate how much you're gonna spend each year. People's current lifestyles, or most people's current lifestyles, the way they live now, say on like £300 to £1,000 a week, they're literally in that bracket. $1 million's done in 10 to 20 years. So it's like, how much do you actually really fucking need? Well, you need to think of the cheapest life you would like to live, and that is the base minimum you need. And your first exit point, like your first major exit point, should pay for that lifestyle for around 5 years. 2 to 3 to 5 years. And then after the 5 years, you're going to take another small chunk, and it should pay for the next 5 to 10 years. And then after that 10 years, you'll take the next or the last chunk and go on like that. Exit points are almost as important as what you're flaming holding, guys. Really, really is. Because if you come out at the wrong time, 6 months later, you're going to be suicidal. So exit points, and get happy. Get happy. Invest in yourself. Invest in the internet of value. Live long and hodl it all till you're ready to let it go. I am wishing health and happiness to you and yours. Genuinely, I want people to be happy. So get happy. Happy, 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 happy. You know the script. We love crypto, we love XRP, we love Cardano, decentralization, and we love you. Yeah? Until next time, take it easy, enjoy your week. Peace.